Hello, this is Beaver Cousin Productions, and welcome back to the Bionicle Heroes Commentary. I am Vakiti, your glorious and efficacious host, and these are my co-hosts, Joe Cubed.
Hello. Fishspill goes in a litter tray.
Litter.
So people, I'm not sure, and you probably won't know, but we are going to be playing Symphony of the Night for October, or in time for Halloween. Hopefully, please, yeah. Liam, please.
Well, by the time this video is uploaded, it'll probably, the first episode of Symphony of the Night will probably have been up for a day already.
So you can probably tell by our recording quality, but we're doing this live this time. We're all in the same room.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why, hello there! Why, hello there, young chaps, and welcome to Beaverhausen Productions. I am your host, Old-Timey Josie, and this is the first episode of our 1800s Let's Play of... I give up that joke.
Joe keeps touching me, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Wink. I love young boys. Please come closer.
Joe, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I don't. I actually finally found a grill who I think I might be able to hook up with. Maybe, hopefully, please, God willing.
Not after she sees this episode, you're not.
Oh, damn it, shut up.
No, totally, Joe's
hot. Run away as quickly as you can, hon.
You guys share
totally, totally, girl. You gotta tap that. He's hot. He looks he looks just like my 4th grade bully crossed with Adam Sandler. He's quite the catch.
Yeah. Okay. Liam, you have advice getting, well, guys, how do I assume it's the same kind of stuff.
You've seen my track record. I'm hardly one to give advice on these things.
Yeah, but that's just keeping a girlfriend. I want to get one.
All right, Joe. I might be able to help you.
Oh yes, okay. Lay it on.
It is all about your texting game.
Okay. Are you serious?
I'm pretty. It's not all about it, but that's a pretty big factor, man.
Okay, my friends and my dad and everyone told me to ask her out for coffee, but I don't drink coffee. And they also said if she likes a movie and she likes the movie, ask her to go see that movie.
See, the problem I have with movies is that on a first date, you kind of want to get to know the person, and you can't really do that when you have to be quiet sitting in a movie theater.
Joe, movie
dates are better for like a second date.
Do you want to know why movie dates are great for like a 3rd date?
Why?
Because you know them, and the 3rd date's where things start getting real heavy. So
yeah, that's a myth. It depends on the person.
Well, I don't know about you, but
hey, to be fair, I got on the first date, so.
Ooh.
I didn't need to know.
Okay. Take your girlfriend to a horror movie. Whichever one of you is afraid of stuff we'll try to cuddle up with the one that's not afraid of stuff. I'm assuming you're the one who's afraid of stuff, so
even better. Take her to an Adam Sandler film.
Well, yes, go see Pixels.
No, don't see Pixels. See one of the good Adam Sandler movies, like
what? 50 First Dates is like his best Adam Sandler.
Isn't 50 First Dates?
It is
good.
It's so appropriate too.
It is.
50 First Dates doesn't suck like every other Adam Sandler movie.
Wait,
okay.
You're
I like
telling
his
me that
click.
you're telling me that one's actually good?
It's
I think-
watchable.
I think we should make a
Oh.
top 5 Adam Sandler movie list.
Crap!
good.
Now I'm disappointed.
I
I was going to review that on my show when I ever got started reviewing
Yeah.
a show.
Just
We're
review
bugging.
it, but you'll just be like, why the fuck doesn't this suck as hard?
That reminds
are-
me, apparently I have to do homework this weekend that consists of something to the effect of a journal entry, but the teacher said she would accept a video game review, so I think I'm just going to copy and paste I think I'm just going to copy and paste my rant about Tearaway Unfolded and be done
Wait.
with it.
Wait. Did you ask, or was your teacher just like, you can write an essay or a video game review?
No, like, she gave me 2 subjects, but I went on to say, like, if this was something I could actually take interest in, it might be easier to write.
Wait. What level essay is this?
I don't know.
He's
Like-
He's graduating high school or college or something.
All right.
GG.
The formal essay is a very fine art.
Liam? Liam?
Yeah,
Remember that essay
Liam,
told you
I
had
mean
to write-
Liam.
Wait, Liam, you remember that essay I told you I had to write for university?
Yeah,
Like 2 weeks ago?
yeah,
And I did it in 2 days?
yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I
Hi.
hear you.
Yeah, I got an A- on it. I did it in like 2 hours.
Really?
Dude, same. Whenever I take more than like a couple hours on a short essay, it ends up sucking.
As I said, I
think
think I'm just going to copy and paste all my rants about Tearaway and,
Remember
formalize
that-
it a bit.
You gotta. Do you know the format for essays?
I
'Cause
know the format. It's just a matter of,
Yeah,
if I don't, a lot of the subjects they give me to start with are things that I really have no reason to elaborate on. Like, why do you want to return to school? Like, okay, I can put it in a bulleted list form and be done with it. There's no
Yeah, but
reason
I
to
showed-
unnecessarily elaborate.
Yeah, I
Liam
showed
actually-
you. I
Liam
showed you
actually-
how it's done, right? I gave
Yeah.
you the list. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if I have nothing to be bothered writing about, then there's nothing
Yeah,
you
you-
can do. It's like a run-on sentence.
Liam
you
actually
gotta get good at the art of
Yeah.
bullshitting. Like, you just gotta
Dude,
get
basically,
really
Liam,
good.
Do you know about thesis statements and all that jazz?
I don't know the terminology, but I'm sure if you explained it,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Thesis
So
statement-
when you're writing like a high school paper, it changes once you get into college.
college.
When you're writing like a high school paper, you have the introductory paragraph. Basically, the first thing you should write is a hook, which is
Okay,
like
yeah, no, Joe explained this in detail
Yeah.
last time.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
you have a
the
thesis
thesis-
statement.
The thesis statement is essentially what you're trying to show or prove with this essay. What is the point of this essay?
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
like,
basically a summary within the actual text.
yes, but it's only like 1 or 2 sentences, usually just one, and it just says like I had to do one on the light and dark imagery of Beowulf, the one I got an A- on, and all I did was write it, like most media, the light and dark imagery in Beowulf represents good and evil, respectively, and that was it.
I won awards for my writing.
You
Really?
did?
Yeah.
Didn't you win awards for your math skills too?
No. There was a local writing contest called the Desert Heritage Writing Contest, and I would routinely win at least up to 2nd or 3rd place.
Neat.
Wow. Why'd you,
I actually submitted a couple essays I wrote for school and won awards with that too.
Judging by how long your Tumblr posts usually are, I can believe that. They're
Yeah,
usually
they,
quite
they-
well written.
Yeah. So right now there is Desert Heritage. They compiled their winning entries into like a novel format. I think it was just like a journal type thing. So there's actually an essay on Galileo that I wrote in there, and I won it for stuff.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, Galileo got shafted by the Catholic Church because they didn't like what he was saying.
Yeah, I actually read an entire Galileo biography for that.
Yeah. God, he was under house arrest for how long was it? Do you remember?
The rest
Like
of his
9
life.
years. Yeah.
The entire rest of his life, and he went blind staring at the sun.
Basically,
Yeah.
Galileo's kind of a BA. That's what we call it. What we say in the biz.
Speaking of going blind staring at the
bad-
sun, how about that
bad-
woman with that disorder that purposely blinded herself because she was trans disabled?
Oh, my god.
God.
Josie,
body integrity disorder is a thing. I don't know why you would purposely blind yourself. If you want so desperately to not be able to see, just don't open your eyes.
It kind
Yeah,
of,
but that's hard.
Fishspill said though earlier, well, a few days ago, but it kind of brings up an uncomfortable topic because it questions the legitimacy of transgenderness as well.
But see, the difference
Whoa, let me qualify that.
Well, you
Okay.
said it, not me.
Okay, it doesn't question. What I was saying is it makes you think, what other things could actually be a thing? Like maybe could kins be a thing? Other kin, could that be a thing? Like, is there some kind of mental reasoning for that? That's what I said. I
Well,
wasn't.
that's what
questioning
that
the
isn't that what body dysmorphic disorder is supposed to suggest?
Nah, body dysmorphic disorder is you picture your body as looking differently than it actually does.
Okay, but see the difference with these trans-able people, considering, how do I put it? Like, okay, when a transgender person changes their gender, they are not physically harming themselves most of the time, presumably.
And they're
But
not
when it-
creating a drain on the system for a disability.
Yeah, they're not forcing the entire world to, suddenly now this person is blind and now they're what? They get now he gets disability checks because he's fucking blind. There should be a thing where if you purposely blind or injure yourself, you don't
I
get
think
any
the
sort of
stupid-
check for it.
I think
because
the
it's
stupidest
your
part about
choice.
that wasn't even that she purposely blinded herself. She actually got a sympathetic psychiatrist to do it for her.
Dude, remember it says like you should get someone to help you, and I'm like, yes, but not in the way you're suggesting, lady.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because
Josie had an opinion.
there was
I don't.
in just a sec. Because if it's a thing, I don't want to be an asshole and be like, "Oh, your experiences are bullshit."
Yeah,
Because
Well, let's say this. Their experiences are not bullshit, but her specific way of treating it was.
Yeah.
My understanding of body and social integrity disorder, other than transgender, is very bad. I have absolutely no idea how to feel about people who have their arms amputated or.
Well, see, the problem,
their-
the issue that this brings up is that they could all be somehow related.
Yeah, like there's obviously something in a person's brain that determines what their body should look like and be capable of, and if your body is not actually matching what you think it should, then there's some problems there, and like. But I really don't know how to feel about people blinding themselves purposely or dyeing their skin or
It brings
whatever.
up a double standard of what should be treated and what should be accepted.
well, I don't think there's a double standard because, in my opinion, the double standard ends at science, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
if
it
you
depends
put-
on what science can determine with this.
Yeah, I
but
guess, like-
my reasoning is that if you're not going to hurt yourself, if you're not physically damaging yourself, it should be acceptable. But once you start hurting yourself or injuring yourself in some way, that's when we should start questioning you.
Well, how about? Well, you can
We
still do it, but you just can't expect the state
Yeah.
to pay for it.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You can't let this. You can't be like, oh man, now I don't have an arm. Are you gonna help me?
See,
no,
the-
you cut your own arm
see,
off.
The only problem is, this was more of a problem like 10 years ago because recent. Continue, Josie.
Sorry, from my understanding, people that have body integrity disorder don't actually use the organ or appendage that they claim they shouldn't have in the first place. Like the lady
it's
who
kind of hard not to use your eyes.
she would actually like not look at stuff apparently.
That's still not really an excuse, though, because you have eyes. They are functional eyes, and for everyday life, you kind of need eyes.
Like, obviously you can live without them, but it's much more difficult.
Yeah, so if you're going to purposefully remove your eyes or damage your eyes because of some mental disorder that should otherwise just be treated, then no, you're dumb. No funding for you.
Well, the thing is, it might have. The thing is, it's easier to just purposely blind them than to treat the medical disorder, the mental disorder.
It's easier in the short term,
Okay,
but in the long term.
Well, the problem is,
Josie, finish your point.
The point I'm trying to make is, we need to actually start giving more of a shit about these things, because if we the thing is, if we actually would just hurry up and start figuring out things like transgender and otherkin and all this other stuff, we could actually move on to figuring out how body integrity disorder works, the proper ways to treat this, how we should evaluate it, like what is this?
Right,
that does bring up another interesting point that I just found out the other night in an unfortunate argument with Sid. Apparently, electroshock therapy is still practiced and is still mainstream in use for treatment of mental disorders.
Alright.
Okay, everyone shut up. I have...
Whoa, let Josie go first.
Let me explain.
Fishspill,
this is literally the most important subject we have ever discussed. That electroshock therapy is what made my grandmother happen.
Yeah, and that's currently... I'm not going to go into details about it, but...
Can I? Well, I actually know a lot about modern-day electroshock therapy.
Well,
that's why
do tell.
Okay, electroshock therapy now is way different than it was when your grandmother presumably had it, Josie.
Well, that was very nice, but I still had a miserable childhood because my grandmother had... Because my grand... Sorry.
Electroshock is like... If nothing else works and this person is severely depressed, then we're going to give you electroshock therapy because that might make you happier.
It's still kind of questionable to me because we're funding this practice that purposely causes seizures for... purposely causing a seizure is never a good thing. Maybe if we put more money into researching better, more effective long-term treatments for these disorders, we wouldn't have to shock people.
Well, the problem really is we just don't have the funding to incur significant shrinkage.